This is the 5 on 5 podcast presented by directmusicservice.com. Got a lot of people with me today. I am Phenom. To my left, Jupiter Williams. To my bottom right, Nick Lopez from beautiful sunny Las Vegas. And two special guests coming to you from way up north. We have DJ GRE and Hellen Payares. Make some noise, y'all!
Ooh, yes.
Air horn all the way.
Wow. Nick with the tiny gong.
How bad did I fuck your last name, Hellen? Is that okay?
No, it was good.
Okay.
Okay. Very impressive.
Okay.
Yes, and I apologize for all the background noise here, y'all, because I'm at my little brother's house. We got little kids running amok over here, so bear with us, but we're still rolling. Let's go.
Travis
it makes it sound like the holidays.
Yes,
Travis
exactly.
got an intervention right now, and he stepped away to do this podcast.
Yes.
What we do here on this fucked up show, every week we take two artists, put them head to head, their top 5 songs as viewed most popular on Spotify. I am sitting out this week since we have fantastic DJ GRE. He is going to be our referee. He is going to be our wishmaster, and he will make all your dreams come true. DJ GRE, who are the picks this week?
Oh man. Okay. All right. I was so excited when I invited Hellen on. I invited Hellen because she is one of my best friends. She's a co-owner of Showdown Productions, which brings up a lot of dope acts to Alaska. She has like the best taste in music that I know. So we've been having this.
Whoa.
Yeah, man. Hey. Yo, you gave her flowers and ran away, man. Hey.
Travis, kick GRE out. Hellen, we're just dealing with you now.
Yeah.
The best thing. That's a strong
All right, well,
play.
that was a good show. See you guys later.
It is. Yeah. She's like, I got it.
All right, who we got?
All right, so we're putting two titans together, pitting two titans against each other, kings of their respective cities. Jay-Z versus Bruce Springsteen. New York versus New Jersey. Let's go.
I know why you're doing this. Can you give a backstory on why you chose these two?
Wait. For those of you that are going to be watching this on YouTube, make sure you rewind and go look at Nick's face when these picks were suggested.
Yeah.
It looks like he just won the spelling bowl on ESPN 9.
Oh, I am so excited for this. All right.
I'm not excited for this. I am not.
Travis, what did I tell you? I said I know the picks, and he is going to piss you off with this one.
Yes.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun. All right, are we ready? Are you guys ready?
We're ready.
All right. Okay, so first two tracks from each. We got Jay-Z with Empire State of Mind. And then we got Bruce Springsteen, a cover of Santa Claus is Coming to Town. This feels like an easy pick, but let's go ahead. Let's start with you, Travis. I'm seeing the diamond up, so I'm assuming that Jay-Z is winning this one
Bruce,
for you.
Baby.
We're going with Sean Carter here.
All right. So that's. I'm guessing, Nick, you threw up the diamond too, so we going to Sean Carter?
He threw up the diamond for Bruce, for the ball.
Yeah,
It's for Ho.
Yeah.
The traditional Springsteen diamond like you read about.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. If you go to New Jersey, it's all diamonds for Bruce. All right, Hellen, do you want to go?
You really should give the backstory on why you're doing this.
All right. Okay. I'll do it after this song. I'll do it after this.
Okay, I'm going with Jay-Z.
You're going with Jay-Z on this one. Phenom, are you going to be the contrarian on this one, or are we making a sweep for Jay?
Yeah. Did Travis throw up the diamond?
Yes, he did.
I'm doing the opposite. Whatever he did. Whatever hand gesture Travis did, I'm doing the opposite.
Look, Santa Claus is Coming to Town is a banger. Let's not deny it.
It's a banger.
We're closer to Christmas than a new Jay-Z album, so I'm going to vote for Christmas.
Okay. All right. That was the one I thought would be a sweep for Jay-Z.
Stadiums
So
go wild, depending on the state. Both make stadiums get on their feet.
That's why I picked these two. I figured they're both stadium fillers, legends in their respective states. Okay, so a little backstory why I picked this. So me and Helen have been having a spirited debate that I think Dave Matthews is almost as good as Bruce Springsteen. And that's a personal opinion.
So why was that not the competition?
I see all these faces because
I like that.
That was the 5-on-5.
That should be the next verses.
Yeah, that should be the next verses. The white verses. Let's go.
For real.
Look, they're both huge touring acts. Fans of their music call them their first name regularly. You know, they fill stadiums. They've got a big, deep catalog, but also a couple hits. Like, I don't know. They're very similar.
Lots of dads.
And learning
of dads. Yes.
And being a Filipino, learning acoustic guitar, Dave Matthews was like unmatched.
Yes.
So,
and Dave Matthews was in a movie with Jennifer Aniston.
That's true.
Courtney Cox was in Bruce Springsteen's video. So you have the Friends connection there. Come on.
There you go. See, look at that. Wow.
Yes.
Man, even sample it. Other than samples, he's got movie knowledge. Look at that.
I'm here.
All right. So, okay. So let's see. Jay-Z won that one. Empire State of Mind. Okay. Next up, we got Jay-Z, N-Words in Paris, and Bruce Springsteen, Dancing in the Dark.
Colin, that's niggas in Paris for you. Yeah, I'm just letting you know.
Colin.
Whoa.
I don't know why this is a new thing on the show where we're trying to trick Colin into saying that. I don't know why this has become a subplot of the show.
For that, I'm going Dancing in the Dark. Bruce Springsteen gets my vote.
Oh. Jay, we going Jay? All right, Trav. Man, I feel like
there is no Travis, there is no way you can honestly say Paris is better than Dancing in the Dark.
Yes, I can. No. Yes, I can. Absolutely, I can.
I will tell you how you should vote.
and I will tell you how I am going to vote and how my heart says niggas in Paris. Because they were in Paris and they recorded the song with Hit Boy on the throne.
Bruce was dancing in the dark when he recorded that. Come on.
That's fine. I couldn't see it. I couldn't see it. It was dark.
Continuity.
All right, Neek. I'm letting Helen sit with this one. She looks like she's struggling a little bit. So, Neek, let's go with you.
I have a deeper connection with Hove on this one.
All right.
I love this track. This is another one of those songs that like ensues violence in me.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No hype. Yeah. I practice slapping people.
Yeah.
To the second floor.
Just like Triumph. This one. No.
Yeah.
This was.
You even had Will Ferrell on there too. Man. Come on.
Jeez, dude, this song is great. It played in the club like 8 times when it came out.
It's so good that he did it. They did it 8 times in the concert.
Yeah, they did.
I'm sure Dancing in the Dark came on a bunch when it came out, though.
I'm sure there's like a 17-minute live performance somewhere.
You think Bruce Springsteen was like, "Hey, let's run it back. Let's run it back."
Yeah.
Neat. I thought you were gonna say, "I'm sure Dancing in the Dark came on in that club at some point throughout the night."
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not as memorable.
Wow.
All right, Helen.
Helen's torn. She's torn.
Let me explain why. I'm gonna go with Jay-Z, but that's because of the Kanye part. Like, the whole Kanye in the song. It's a great
sing-along part.
Grant and I are huge Kanye apologists.
Yeah, we are. We've been on
whenever
multiple
Kanye
podcasts.
Is that whatever vote.
Yeah.
Although I did not write him in, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That one was a little too important.
Yeah. Stakes were a little high.
Because that would have been a possibility. Like,
yeah.
That's not funny. That could have happened.
Yeah.
His campaign sign popped up in Anchorage. A few blocks had giant Kanye billboards.
Yeah, it was bizarre. Really still don't know who did that.
You don't know. Everyone was blaming me and Grant.
And everyone texted us pictures of it. Like, did you and Helen do this? We were like, no.
Yeah, we're like,
all right.
That's amazing.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. All right. So man, looks like Jay-Z took that one too. All right.
As he should.
Okay.
Grant,
all right.
Your
point, man. All right. Okay. Up next, this one's interesting. We got Bruce Springsteen, "I'm on Fire," against Jay-Z, "Numb/Encore" with Linkin Park.
That's easy.
I see the diamond going up again.
I'm going with Bruce.
You going with Bruce on this one? All right.
Colin, you play this song at the end of the night all the time too.
Bruce?
No. Encore.
You just go out playing. I'm on fire.
Bruce.
That's a bold move.
I was like it. This is news to me as well.
All right, Colin, who you got? Helen's got Bruce.
I'm Bruce. Easily.
You're Bruce on this one?
Easily.
All right.
I love both of the acts separately. I love Linkin Park. I love Jay-Z.
Yeah.
It was great for the whole mashup culture and everything that it created afterwards. I think I just simply heard it too much. Every time I turned on MTV, that was that video. And you guys remember after the shows, they would show a quick music clip of a video, and it was always this video.
Yeah.
I'm burnt out. I'm burnt out.
Yeah. All right. Travis? I saw the diamond go up, so I'm going to say, okay, all right, we're going to Jay.
The diamond's staying up on this one.
All right.
No way. This is crazy.
Meek? Yeah.
I'm going with Bruce. I fucking hate Linkin Park. I hated this whole album. I love Jay-Z. He's one of my favorites all time, and he almost can do no wrong. I say almost.
Except for this song.
I really hated this album because I really dislike Linkin Park as a band.
Man,
who convinced him it was a good idea?
Yeah, this was a weird one. I want to be
in the pitch room when that went down.
I can't think of a single rock rap crossover that actually sounded good.
This was one of those things.
Walk this way.
He's like, walk that way. Walk that way.
Walk that way. Literally my least favorite Run DMC song.
All right. Hold on. Beastie Boys.
Different.
Sabotage.
Okay, you got me. Beastie Boys are the only group to have done it correctly.
Rage Against the Machine.
Not hip hop.
Man, yeah, the Rage Against the Machine always feels like a separate thing entirely. Like
that's a rock band.
Okay.
Yeah.
That rap sometimes. Well, you know what? I guess that's a rock band crossing over to hip hop because they cover Eric B. and Rakim.
Okay, guys.
So that worked.
Yeah.
Okay, that's two. You got me. Okay, I'm eating more.
I think
we can move on.
One more. Limp Bizkit.
Yeah.
yeah. They did it right.
I'm not gonna sit here and act like I didn't know the Limp Bizkit.
I read.
Let me go get my red snapback. Yeah.
All
right.
Hates Linkin Park. Loves Limp Bizkit.
Yeah. I mean, I remember when I saw. So I was in the Philippines when that Jay-Z Linkin Park album came out, and I remember buying it, a pirated copy of it, and I thought it was fake. I was like, there's no, like, someone made this, obviously. Like, this isn't real. But I was like, oh, shit, it's an actual thing. Okay, never mind. All right. Okay. Actually, that's it. It's a thing. All right.
He picked it up.
Yeah. All right. So next up, we got Jay-Z, "Run This Town," with Bruce Springsteen, "Born in the USA."
Actually, these are two songs that actually can go together very well.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking that too. I was like, there's some wordplay here.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that, yeah.
All right, Trav is going. I'm going with Trav first because he put the diamond up. All right, so that's a Jay-Z. Helen, who you got?
Bruce Springsteen. That is literally played at like every American sporting event.
Yeah.
It's very true.
Patriotic song.
But it's also a song that's not patriotic. So you're going with Bruce.
Yeah,
all right.
the irony.
It might be used against me as well.
All right. So we go with Bruce for Hellen. Colin, who you got?
Because of Two Live Crew, banned in the USA, I am going Bruce as well.
That's fair.
All right.
That's a good one.
All right.
That's great. That's
Nick?
great reason. Not a particular fan of either of these songs. Colin, I'm glad you saved Bruce there because this is, for me, on my list of top 10 worst songs of all time.
Wow. All right.
I hate the song so much. It causes pain to my insides when I hear it. It hurts to listen to. I hate Born in the USA so much.
What else, Nick?
It's just a fucking whack song. Like, it's not fun to listen to.
Song comes on and they get a stretcher out for Nick.
The song comes on and my eyes roll so far back that they go back to normal. I hate it so much. But Run This Town just isn't that exciting of a song, but I hate it a lot less. So
yeah. All right. So we got All right. Jay-Z.
I definitely feel that way too. Can I just say that I'm totally with you, Nick? Like if somebody turned Born in the USA on, I'd be that meme where the guy's taking his headphones off. I'm like,
it's just not a cool song. Like it's annoyingly bad. Yeah. And it's not even not a bad song. I hate it that much.
I think it's just also like being a DJ on 4th of July, that song just gets run into the dirt so much. Like, I'll play that Saturday in the Park, Party in the USA. Let's get it all out here.
Saturday in the Park.
Saturday in the Park. All right, don't get disrespectful.
I was going to say, don't rub Chicago in with all of this.
We know.
Whoa.
Bring Chicago in here into this.
All right, okay.
He sat up real quick and he was like,
For real.
Chicago, right?
Oh, you mean Peter Cetera's debut? Okay, relax.
Wow. All right. Okay, so that one's a tie actually between the two. Okay. All right. So up next, this one's gonna be good. Okay. We got No Church in the Wild for Jay-Z, and for Bruce Springsteen, we got The Streets of Philadelphia.
Oh, that's from the Philadelphia movie soundtrack,
yes.
Isn't it? Yes.
Yep.
Great movie. Denzel and Tom Hanks. Great movie.
Yeah.
Great movie. But
this is the hardest sound.
You know what it is.
All right, Travis is going. Jay-Z. It's a sweep for Jay-Z for Travis. Shockingly.
Yes.
All right. We'll save Hellen for last. Phenom, who you got?
Jay-Z. I mean, Frank Ocean is fucking great on this song.
And
Frank
The
Ocean
Dream is on it too.
Yeah, Kanye, Sunglasses and Advil. Last night was Mad Real.
Iconic.
I can't be any more erect. I'm going Jay-Z.
And he made. I think Pusha T wrote the line for him about the zebras and the cocaine on the platform. Because that sounds like a Pusha line.
That's definitely a Pusha line,
right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So let's see. We got Travis. We got Phenom. Neek. Who you got?
Jay-Z. I stand
Jay-Z.
for Frank Ocean.
Yeah. But what a way to open up the album of The Throne, man.
Yeah, this song is
What a way.
Yeah.
This might be.
Yeah.
There's Jay-Z eras, obviously,
yeah.
and Kanye eras, and I think the pinnacle of both of them is this.
Was the Throne.
This was a crazy thing to start the album with because it was like, man, will any song live up to it? And then Paris came on. I was like, oh, okay, all right, okay. Here we go.
I don't Watch the Throne is insane. Like, so this is after I've already just assumed that they wouldn't make anything that I would feel.
Yeah.
Again, like Late Registration is long gone.
Yeah.
And Kingdom Come was a travesty.
Travis?
Go back and listen to it. It's aged well.
No.
Yes, it has.
I'll listen to it again. I'll listen to it again, and maybe I'm wrong, but
run through it one more time.
Blueprint 2 come out after this? Because that was dope. Or not Blueprint 2. 3.
3.
I
think it was after. It was after.
Was it after this?
No, after Kingdom Come.
Yeah, so it was after Kingdom Come, before Watch the Throne, and that was cool. But then this happened, and man.
Yeah, and this is one of those songs that I still get excited when it's used in movie trailers, and it's still used in movie trailers.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's like explosion.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like every Denzel movie trailer has this song in it.
Yeah, actually, that's probably true.
They should cut Training Day with this in it, and I'd just be like, yo.
Just re-release just with a new trailer.
Re-release the soundtrack. Take out Simon Says. And put Church in the Wild.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Hellen, who you got? All right.
So here's my thing with this. How many more songs do you have?
That's it. We do
round five.
So here we go. Here's my only problem with your list. Is you got Jay-Z and Kanye versus, and then Jay-Z and Kanye versus, and then Jay-Z and Rihanna versus, and then Jay-Z and Linkin Park versus. You don't have Bruce Springsteen and Michael McDonald versus. Like,
you're right, because this is Spotify. This is Spotify. Spotify algorithm. So you're absolutely right.
I know. I was surprised that it was like all these collabs for Jay-Z.
I'm gonna go for Jay-Z yet again, but I'm going on the Kanye production tip. But that's not truly going for Jay-Z, is it? So my thing is, I don't know. I gotta call a recall.
No.
Okay.
Recall. No, you get. Okay. So wait. So
I don't know. I'm just saying. I just. Do you? My question is: do you believe that Jay can stand on his own, or do you need to pick tracks that only Jay?
Okay.
Has to
All right. Relax.
All right.
Relax.
I had to.
Oh man.
Keep throwing my.
Relax.
I like the way this is making Bruce look.
All right.
If Jay-Z had a Farnsworth Bentley, it would be Travis. Where Travis would just be out there like, hold on, please.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I'll hand him the umbrella and say, just go ahead.
Yeah. You hear how they're talking about my man? Hold on.
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay, so are we calling this a draw? Hellen, you wanna pick one? So are you picking Jay-Z? You're going with Jay-Z?
I'm going with No Church in the Wild, but
I feel good about it though.
Not feeling good about it.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. And this is the best part of the show because we get to talk about songs that should have been on the list.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, so because of the Santa Claus thing, I was gonna say should we do a bonus round? Do we pick Hellen, you want to pick?
Because we have a round that was a tie.
Yeah, we did have a round that was a tie. So, Hellen, you want to pick a Bruce song, and then Trav, you want to pick a Jay-Z song?
I love that idea.
Okay,
let's do that. Let's do this.
Big Pimpin'.
Big Pimp. Again, is that a Jay-Z? I mean, I guess it is. It is one of Jay's. It is one of Jay's best verses.
Is light. Like I was thinking when I was saying that, I was really like, you chose a lot of Watch the Throne tracks, which I agree is a brilliant album.
Well, okay, hold on.
Yeah.
He didn't choose it.
Yeah, I didn't choose these. These are all
Spotify's algorithm.
Yeah, so we picked the top 5 on their artist page.
Because I wouldn't put these songs in
number one.
Yeah. I wouldn't put Santa Claus is Coming to Town as
number one.
You guys were about to end.
Coming to town.
Yeah.
I should have read the rules. You guys were about to end a friendship, like here on a podcast.
Yes.
You guys were watching it decline live.
That would have been the first. That would have been a good episode.
Yeah.
You're like, don't call me after the show.
Yeah. We're done. All right, so Big Pimpin' for Jay-Z. Hellen, what Bruce song do you want to go against that?
I'd probably go with Glory Days.
Okay.
Glory Days.
And then we'll go with you. We'll go with you three.
Big Pimpin's so good.
Yeah.
We'll go with you three too.
For my songs for Bruce?
No. You three are choosing or picking
the bonus round.
Round. Yeah.
Man, Glory Days is a solid
Me and Hellen
choice.
are out.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, we're choosing. Man. I would say for me personally, I'm going with Big Pimpin'. That's probably my favorite Jay-Z verse. I'm not that big of a Jay-Z fan, so for me to say that is a lot. And Glory Days isn't my favorite. I would have gone with like Thunder Road or 10th Avenue Freeze Out. Those are like two of my top Bruce songs. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Jay-Z with this one, which feels very weird to say.
Yes. I agree with that statement. I'm gonna go with Jay-Z for a couple reasons. But first, I'm going to tell a quick story.
All right.
At South by Southwest, 7-8 years ago, we were at the Fader Fort tent, and there was a cancellation. So they had to tell all these people, we're sorry, the artist that was supposed to play, I think it was Rick Ross. They're like, Rick Ross is not going to be here. This is right when Hustlin' came out, I think, right around that time. So it's huge. Rick was bigger than life. And they apologized, and they're like, in true Texas fashion, we have a great replacement for him. We'd like to bring him out on stage for his birthday show. And they start playing Big Pimpin'. And I'm like, what? And Bun B comes out and does Bun B's verse and Pimp C's verse, and then blows out this huge birthday cake with his whole family. And I'm watching this, just crying my eyes out. Like, this is the best moment of my entire life. For that reason, and the sample of Big Pimpin', I'm going Jay-Z.
Yeah.
And the video, and the video too.
The video's great.
Wait, and one more thing. Silver and black for an album cover.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, monster.
Yeah. Over Timberland Productions.
All right. I'm guessing Neek.
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a big Bruce
Jay-Z.
guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not a Bruce guy. I feel like I want to be a Bruce guy, but I'm just not.
Yeah.
You gotta be a certain type of guy to be a Bruce guy.
Yeah.
I'm not a Bruce guy.
Yeah. I'm definitely like my Bruce love ends in like the 80s, 90s. Like, oh, there it is.
Okay.
I'm a Billy Joel guy.
Big ass book, by the way.
That is a big ass book. I'm a Billy Joel guy. I don't know if that's like a contemporary.
Are you a Billy Joel guy over Bruce?
Easy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely a Billy Joel over Bruce.
Okay. All right.
That's
Well,
hard. Billy Joel's,
Billy Joel's got a big catalog.
He's
Piano
like
Man's kind of like my
Bruce.
Born in the USA, though.
Yeah. I hate Piano Man. I've talked about that on this podcast already. I hate that song.
Oh, I thought you meant yeah.
It's a hard song to get through.
It's so masturbatory. It's like, I'm so good at this, guys.
Yeah.
Look how good I am on the piano.
Here's a song about how good I am at this.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wait, who's ringtone?
Who's getting dead?
Who's beating?
I was just checked. It's not me. I was like, shit, is that me?
Who's beeping?
I don't have
Somebody's getting blown up.
Yeah.
Is it me? No.
It's not me.
Yeah. I've got Do Not Disturb on. I'm not getting anything.
Hey,
Weird.
we'll still roll with it though.
All right, yeah, let's go. Let's go. That's the bell to call that end of the section.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Call him, put him through the lightning. Put Helen through the lightning round.
Yeah.
Yes, I was gonna say this is that's the end of my section. If Colin, if you want to take over.
Yes,
Great,
that
bro.
Ding
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that ding announces that it's time for the lightning round. Every week, what we do in the lightning round, it is a this or that. You can tell us as much information or as little information as you would like to share as to why you are making these picks. It's going to get gross. It's going to get weird. We will not judge you. There is no wrong answer. We leave the judgment for the internet. So,
Yeah, where this will live forever.
Yes.
where this will live forever. Helen, are you ready?
I am.
Okay. Trick Daddy or Gucci Mane?
Trick Daddy.
Ludacris or Juvenile?
I'm gonna go with Ludacris.
Okay.
Just because of the continuation of the career. Juvenile, he came out real good, and then he actually came to Alaska not too long ago,
Yeah.
and it was tough to see him in person. It was tough.
That's fair.
Great show.
Weezer or Blink 182?
Blink 182. I can't stand Weezer.
Oh wow!
Hell yeah!
Oh wow!
Wow. Slander.
The blue. I can't do it. Like I don't know. I never.
The headphones came off. He's like, I'm out. Man, that was.
Oh, he's still going too.
Fucking rules.
For those of you not watching and just listening on Spotify, he just held up a Bruce Springsteen album. Next, we will go with Justin Timberlake or Usher.
You.
Justin Timberlake.
Okay. Nelly or Ja Rule?
You should
Here's
tell the Ja Rule story.
Oh, there's a Ja Rule story. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let me tell you why. So,
Wait a minute. Did you go to Firefest?
Yeah.
I had my own. Basically,
Yeah.
My partner that I own Showdown with, he came to me and he said, "Guess what? We got Ja Rule." And I was like, "That's not that great of an accomplishment, but okay, we're gonna do it." So he sets me up and we announced Ja Rule, and everyone is obviously like, "You're trash. Your hip hop knowledge is, we're throwing it out the window. You've lost. You're canceled." So anyway, I'm going through that. We get to the show. Ja is actually super nice.
He's a nice guy.
Super nice. Couldn't be a nicer guy. And so I'm like, okay, this is gonna go okay. Well, this is the night that our mayor decided to shut everything down for COVID. It was the first night. So our mayor walked into our Ja Rule show, the sound check. Ja Rule sound checking. He goes, "This show can't happen. We're shutting it down. The city's in a mandate." And Ja Rule can't exactly wrap his head around why he can't perform. So I'm sitting with Ja.
You holding his hand.
What a pandemic is. Why we probably should get out of the state and not get caught here. Why the show wasn't gonna happen, and why we couldn't lie to the mayor and do the show somewhere else. It's a big mess. And for that, I'm gonna go with Nelly.
I didn't have to explain a pandemic to Nelly, so he wins.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I just don't understand.
Yeah.
What's funny is that I checked in on him months later, and he was selling masks as like the Ja Rule mask. So he found a business opportunity in it, and I was really happy for him.
Oh, that's too good.
Ja Rule pivot.
Yeah. Man, that day
That's
that they had, when Showdown announced that Ja Rule show, that was a day all hands on deck on Facebook, just like monitoring the comments, just like, "Hey, it's gonna be a great show. Remember the hits."
People were straight up sending pictures of the Fire Fest, like ham and their cheese sandwich, and being like, "Here's VIP, F you guys." The partner that I own Showdown with loves like 90s rap, and the problem that I have with it is that a lot of these 90s rap stars are not the best at showing up, and so had the DMX rigmarole, we've had him cancel on now Ja Rule.
Oh, that's too good.
If you're not a rapper post 2000, I'm sorry, you can't come.
Wow.
That is a great story.
That is a great story. Let's ask a couple more here. Phil Collins or George Michael?
Ooh. That's really tough for me, actually. Man. So I feel like they're vastly different, but if I had to choose, I would probably go with George Michael.
Ooh.
Okay. I think that's the first George Michael pick we've heard in a minute. I think a lot of previous guests have been Phil Collins, and I like to hear a George Michael pick.
Yeah, same.
I think just being into DJing, being into like dance and whatnot, you kind of have to choose George Michael because he's done so much for that culture.
Yes, absolutely. He came out with a whole house album, basically.
Yeah, and early. Like,
yeah.
Very inspiring to all these artists. You wouldn't have a lot of these artists you have today if you didn't have George Michael. Sure. And I guess we could say the same about Phil Collins. I think Phil Collins gets wrapped up in like the movie he did.
Yeah.
He did amazing things with Genesis and whatnot. And trust me, if I got to see Genesis, I would be insane. But yeah, I think George Michael in this case.
Okay.
R.I.P.
Yes.
Sade or Aaliyah?
That one I'm gonna go with Sade, and I hate to do that because there's another, like, one of the first fan clubs when you could join fan clubs as a kid. I was part of the fan club before she died.
Oh, Colin's getting another. Is he getting a blanket? An Aaliyah blanket this time?
Yeah.
Oh, Charger.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say an Aaliyah airbrush T-shirt. There you go.
I was like, that'd be sick. Yeah, I'd be really excited.
No, just my charger because I'm irresponsible. My computer's like, hey, idiot, plug this in.
I respect Sade a lot as I've grown older, and it's kind of made, and I still obviously love Aaliyah, and again, I do feel like they're vastly different. But
yeah.
But catalog to catalog, I feel there's a clear winner.
So.
Yeah.
NSYNC or Backstreet Boys?
This one's also a tough one because of my love for TRL, and you guys, TRL, it would make me choose like every day.
Yeah, absolutely.
America learned how to vote with TRL.
Yeah, absolutely.
As a former TRL attendee myself, I can totally relate. Always sliding that in.
Yeah, you are sliding that in.
Yeah.
Did you get to go for real?
Yeah, I was like so young. And
Colin had a sign up that said, "I love Joey Fatone."
Yeah,
he was that kid.
I'm with Backstreet Boys, and I saw them in Las Vegas.
How recent? Okay.
It was an amazing show, and it's actually swayed my opinion. So I used to be an NSYNC person, but I will say Justin, it's always Timberlake.
Tips that.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
That's fair. Let's get into the meat and potatoes here. Prince or Michael Jackson?
Easy, Prince.
Yeah.
I got to see him twice before he died, and I still feel like that's honor. And he's amazing. Knows so many more instruments than Michael Jackson ever did, and I'll just say that. So.
Well,
and I'll just duck down.
Prince recorded with so many more instruments. Mike can play instruments. Don't get that twisted. Mike can play instruments. Yes.
How many? I guess.
Yeah, let's count.
No, but he could play. He could play though. Don't get that twisted though.
I'd have to.
I'm not saying he didn't play instruments. I was saying that Prince knew so many instruments, and just the pure songwriting aspect. Michael Jackson has an incredible voice. Michael Jackson.
No, but I'm with you though.
I'm voting for Prince.
Yeah, this is I feel like this debate goes on forever.
It'll go on forever, and I almost just found myself about to really hone in, and I was like, I'm not gonna say anything new.
Who said it? What was it? Was it Kinetic that said MJ is for the day, Prince is for the night?
Oh,
yeah.
I thought that was the best.
I disagree with that opinion, and I don't dislike Michael Jackson. I just feel like, fuck. Here we go. I'm just gonna bother me. Michael Jackson's voice is bar none, not compete-withable. It's probably the most amazing voice ever recorded in music. That is my opinion on Michael Jackson's voice.
Mm-hmm.
As a musician and a songwriter, I don't know if he was great. I know he has the voice that nobody compete with. I know he's participated in songwriting. I don't know if he's ever written top to bottom and produced this track.
Yeah.
I've never heard of him playing piano, and I'm not putting him down because I can't play piano, but I do know that Prince didn't just casually play every instrument. He was a master of every.
He was technically proficient on the instruments,
and wrote, produced, arranged everything.
Yeah, there was.
So
There's
as far as musicianship goes, it isn't a competition.
Let me
Okay,
add on.
I'm MJ all day. Y'all already know that because that boy could dance anybody out the fucking room. And
100%.
try to put that up there and sing at the same time. So, yeah.
Let me add on to this. Without Quincy Jones or Stevie Wonder, this is a very different debate.
Oh yeah,
110% also.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%.
For both.
In regards to like the musicianship, there's an interview with Jack White where he says he was watching the Is This It or whatever that Michael Jackson movie was. Yeah, and he said he saw Michael Jackson like trying to give notes on the singers, and he's like, "You gonna go pa pa pa?" And he's like, "Why isn't Michael using notes?" He's like, "Does Michael not know how to read music?" And I was like, "That is interesting, actually. I wonder if that's true."
I don't want to say.
Well, MJ's I don't want to James Brown cloth. So James Brown can't read music, so he did everything by ear.
Yeah,
and that's what I was gonna say. I don't want to sound like I'm denouncing Michael Jackson.
No,
he can't read. But somebody who can play an instrument knows how to read. Yeah, and knows how to speak in terms of key. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't think he was. To say a musician, he was an amazing singer and dancer. Yeah. 100%. And his songs are great. But some of his songs are only for music videos. Like you don't listen to Jam. Nobody listens to Jam.
Well, that's a New Jack Swing song. Are you kidding me? Teddy Riley's all over that.
You don't listen to Jam. You listen to Remember the Time. You don't listen.
I listen to
You watch the video.
Jam is in my sets.
Jam? Yeah, I was going to say Jam is a dope song, but I agree with you. I think that entertainers versus it's hard because you can't. I think Michael Jackson is the greatest entertainer on earth, and I think bar none. And I think that we will never have a musical icon that can do what he did. I mean, even late in his career, right before he died, I mean, just the amount of sold out stadium, like all over the world.
Only Mike was sick.
It was like second coming of Christ stuff. So do I think there'll ever be that? No. But when when someone that is as snobby of music as all of us, it's hard to not say
it comes down to
really go into zoning in like catalog, musicianship, instrumentation, producer, not producer, style. Like we weigh it all, and I feel that way about. I'm such a Kanye stan, but I know that even Kanye himself has such a team that's like guiding him and just saying, okay, this is cool now do this, now this is cool, now try this, and there's so many. Even Beyonce, Solange is so much of a part of your career saying, check this out. I remember being at Coachella and I saw Jay-Z and Beyonce at Grizzly Bear. That Solange was like, hey, go check that out. Like, there's no way. Grizzly Bear. Like, no way. But I feel like, there are so many influences, and just like Quincy Jones, like weighing in on Michael Jackson's career. But yeah, at the end of the day, and I have to be biased. I mean, I got to see Prince, and it was incredible, and twice, and every single time it's insane the amount you feel like you're having a religious experience when you see him. He's this big, and you're just like you can't do anything. You're like mesmerized.
You can't deny it.
I find myself having this conversation so often, and I get like genuine. Well, I guess because of the show we have them more often, but it's funny even going to bat for either or because I love both of them so goddamn much.
Same.
And it's like I'm not even trying to prove one's better than the other one. I'm trying to prove why they're different, and like
which differences you like over the other?
Yeah, I guess
you
that's
still
it.
don't
Like,
even feel good about doing that.
I don't feel good about it.
Yeah.
Let's stop talking about it.
Yeah.
They're both on Mount Rushmore.
Call and move
Quick,
on.
someone get a message so we can go on.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry.
Nick, in the title of this podcast, make sure you put DJ GRE and Hellen take on Michael Jackson versus Prince.
And also sometime discuss.
Yes, Jay-Z. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And Helen doesn't understand what's going on and thinks that Grant can pick tracks. Just like great.
Shout out to premium Zoom accounts.
Yeah.
Shout out to Direct Music Service for allowing us to get this premium Zoom account.
100%.
Get all your music at directmusicservice.com.
Yeah, what Travis said. We are ending the lightning round with this disgusting question that we ask every single week, every single episode. Grant, tell her what it is.
All right, Hellen, Outcast or Hall & Oates? Who you got?
Outcast.
Outcast?
Oh.
All right. I was going to say, I feel like I know this one for Hellen.
And you know the difference between Hall & Oates and
Yeah. Look, let's get into it.
No, it's easy. I mean, again, I hate to be this person like, well, I saw this person live, but I mean, Hall & Oates weren't that good live when I saw them, and I feel like that really swayed my opinion. I used to be a big fan, and I saw
Hot take.
Yeah.
Hot take.
Damn.
But I tell you, Outcast live.
Damn.
They
I
came
almost
to
flashed
Alaska.
out. I almost
Yeah, they did
flashed
come
out
to
on
Alaska.
Ancient Michigan.
Were you at the Moose show?
Yeah.
I snuck into the show. I was 15. I think Bombs Over Baghdad had just come out. They literally played and then got in a van and probably swore they'd never come back.
Hey,
Yeah.
side note, System of a Down did a remix of Bombs Over Baghdad.
Yes.
Great. Speaking of mashups,
Yeah.
great song.
System did? I know
Yeah.
Rage
System.
did.
I believe it was System.
Well,
Was it Rage?
The YouTube comments will fact check us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they will.
Yeah,
They
you
will.
can let
They're
us
already
know.
killing us anyways.
No.
Yeah.
Can't wait, guys, which is also sponsored by YouTube. Go
Yeah.
on and talk shit about people you don't know. That's our ad for that. Let's take it to a couple questions here. Hellen, we want to get to know you. What lesson has 2020 taught you?
Of what matters and what doesn't matter. And it taught me to not embrace FOMO so hard. I feel like I had such a lifestyle of having fear of missing out, wanting to be at all the shows, concerts, everything, do everything. And it's taught me that what really matters is making sure that my family's healthy and that my friends and family around me support me in what I do. So that's probably what it's taught me. It's taught me to battle FOMO.
I like it.
What was the first concert or show that you threw, and what was your favorite concert or show that you've thrown?
Ooh. The first big official, like, big kid signing the contract show was Motion City Soundtrack. And that was, Nemo was big. That was good. My favorite show? Ooh, well, it's honestly going to be Diplo. And the reason it's Diplo is because when I was a kid, like when I was a teenager into, early 20s, all I wanted to do was do a Diplo show, bring Diplo to Alaska, all of that. So when we accomplished that, I thought, okay, this is something. We've done something big. So we sold out the show. We had I want to say 4,000 to 5,000 people there, and it was a big deal for Alaska. And just to bring somebody that I was such an icon to me, and he was a promoter too. He started out as a promoter, and he was really inspiring to me through that. I would say that's my favorite.
That show was wild, and I believe Diplo called Hellen the Queen of the North. So that's her official title.
Oh, wow.
He's like,
Sick.
I know you from Twitter.
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah, no, it was cool. He landed on some glaciers. It was fun. It's really fun showing artists Alaska. It's so fun because things like moose and bears and
Yeah.
get, another one of my favorites was Waka Flocka. Like bringing Waka Flocka all the way up to Alaska and showing him like things like moose and whatnot was a big deal. It's really amazing. Like that really like makes you super happy to do what you do up here.
Yeah,
I like that.
And it should be mentioned that Waka Flocka is the nicest guy.
He's so nice.
I love,
so nice.
He really is.
Also
He really
Gemini.
Too nice. Too nice.
He didn't know my name for the while. He said, I like your name, but I'm going to call you my little Gemini. So in the entirety of this visit, I was known as Little Gemini. Yes.
I love it.
We took
I love it.
airplanes and all that. Yeah, it was good. It was good. So.
While we have you guys both on here, I wanted to ask, this episode's going to be coming out in 2021, but my question for both of you guys, what was your most played artist on Spotify?
Okay, I'm going to start this one real quick because last episode I listened to, the Club Mesh episode, which was a great episode, Phoebe Bridgers came on the alternative, and all of you guys said you hadn't heard of her, and to me that was like one of my favorite albums of the year, and she was my most played on Spotify. So I was literally screaming at my phone. I was like, you guys,
got it out of my nose, so Nick, cut that part out.
I got you.
I literally like snotted out of my nose. Like, none of you guys knew who this was. It's my favorite album of the year.
Yeah. I was like, come on, guys.
It was like the most sad boy delivery, though, where it's like, I was stoked to listen to the episode, and man, that's my favorite artist.
Yeah, that was my top artist for 2020.
I love it.
First time I snotted out of my nose during this.
I love it.
Helen, was it also Phoebe Bridgers? Are we just shit,
she was number 2. And I think it has to do with the darkness up here. Just the sad stuff really rang in 2020. We were going through ours and we were like, wow. And because my number 1 was Billie Eilish, because apparently I was on TikTok too long in 2020.
Yeah.
Billie Eilish and Phoebe Bridgers, I might as well be in the Live, Laugh, Love home.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh, it's gonna be like Lil Baby. It's gonna be, I can't even remember, but Retrati. But I was like, what? Billie Eilish?
I remember. Maybe this was like a couple years after I met Helen. She sent me a screenshot of her iTunes, and she was like, "Don't ever let me talk down to you about music because my number 1 played song is Coldplay." So,
whoa,
hard on the outside, soft on the inside.
Yes.
Wait, let's ask this question because we need to get a projection here. If we were to do a mashup, a 5-on-5, who would be a good contender for Coldplay?
Oh man,
Kings of Leon, maybe.
Ooh, America versus the UK.
I was gonna say Radiohead because they hate each other.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
Radiohead would smoke Coldplay.
Radiohead was smoking.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm not a big Radiohead guy, so I would say
random mom on the show that really wants Coldplay.
Yeah.
You might get someone like me that's like, I know so much about music. Yeah, Coldplay all the way.
Yeah.
I don't know. Trash music taste, Helen. That's what.
Okay, I'll think on that more. Neek, you know what I'm going to ask from you.
Helen, and this, if you were to get a fast food endorsement deal a la Travis Scott, where you could create your own custom meal at your own restaurant, wherever you wanted, and it has to be fast food, where would you go and what would it be?
I prepped with Grant a little bit because I was listening to my script and I was like, okay. So I'm like some of your previous guests were, we want to bring back Arby's. Like we want to bring back the love of Arby's. So we're thinking beef and cheddar with the curly fries. And then also bring back horsey sauce. It's a great condiment, very strong flavor, but I enjoy it. And probably they actually have, I think, Coke. Yeah. So I would be very niche about the Coca-Cola choice. I work for Coca-Cola in Alaska.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna say she's a Coke pusher. So
I'm a Coke pusher. So Coke Zero, and yeah, that would be my. Bring back Arby's for sure. I think it's becoming a thing.
I think so too.
I will say when I did Merry Fishmas, we couldn't get an Arby's fish sandwich. They were all sold out all over town. So
hold on, run it back.
For those of you listening, this is what Grant's talking about.
So on December 23rd, I did a stream called Merry Fishmas, and I taste tested with two buddies. I taste tested 3 different fast food fish sandwiches. We did the Filet-O-Fish. We were going to do the fish sandwich from Arby's, but they were all sold out all over town. So I don't know, maybe that's a fire one I'm not getting. So instead we did a Burger King fish sandwich, and then we did a Dairy Queen fish sandwich. And we taste tested all of them, all while drinking eggnog. And it was very tiring and exhausting. And I laid down for 12 hours afterwards. But I will have you know, the Filet-O-Fish came out on top. The Filet-O-Fish is still king. Solid sandwich, A+.
Nick, when you edit out me spitting out of my mouth when I saw your face about drinking the egg.
Yo,
dude, we were chugging eggnog.
Eggnog and fish sandwiches?
Yeah.
Disgusting, bro.
Yeah, but he's like, okay, so I pulled up on Grant at a bar and he's drinking a glass of milk. Like, it's weird. Like,
I will do that.
Like, I don't like it.
Yo!
Nobody should even drink dairy. I thought we were all on like oat milk now. Only Grant.
No. Yeah, I'm keeping the dairy business alive. So.
And said, can I have a glass of milk, please?
Yeah, I will do that. I will order milk at a bar. It's a good tequila chaser. You know, it's solid.
Are you like ripping ass with every step?
Yeah.
Viewers are plummeting right now.
Yeah, the YouTube comment section is just gone.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and disable them.
Yeah, disable comments.
Yeah. Oh. Man.
But
Travis, clean it up. I need you to back them up here.
Please.
Oh man. Okay. So
I had to buy like 3 scented candles. My room smelled bad.
Do you feel like you're lactose intolerant? Like, do you feel like you just rebel? I just feel like I don't like
working through it, working it out.
I think because I drink it so much, like I'll have at least 1, but probably like close to 3 to 4 glasses of milk a day. So I feel like my body's just
no. Just no.
What on earth?
I drink it when I wake up in the morning. I have it with like every meal. I love milk.
Are you an infant who drinks that?
I'm still growing. I'm still growing.
But it's a fetish. Like, it's weird. Yeah. It's starting to get really. Even the episode now feels weird. It feels dirty. Drink milk 4 times a day. Like, it doesn't feel clean. Like, we don't like it.
My Hunter, my girlfriend, when we first started hanging out, the first time we got drunk together and woke up hungover in the morning, I poured myself a cold glass of milk. I was like, do you want one? And she was like, I almost stopped seeing you. After that, I was like, why would you offer me this? I'm hungover.
Hungover, would you like a glass of milk?
Yeah. It's my go-to.
It's my go-to. There? Can we get her on real quick?
Yeah, no, she's not here, but she will. She's on your side. She thinks it's disgusting.
The YouTube comments are already coming in. They're coming in.
Yeah.
That's what that thing is.
Yeah, they're getting texts already about this.
You missed out. You should have been in the 90s with like the Got Milk campaign.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Got milk?
Yeah, yeah.
Grant's like, yup.
Yes, I do.
There's actually milk in that mug.
All right, let's go away from the milk talk.
Oh man, what are we doing? What are we doing? 1%, 2%, whole milk?
It's whole milk or 2%. I don't like 1% or skim. It's too thin. I like the thickness of it.
Oh God!
Pause. I don't know.
No, dude, that really likes milk.
That milk is big. That milk is big.
Yeah.
Turn my camera off. I don't want to be. This is.
Oh my God!
Wow. Okay. Clean it up.
Yeah.
Let's clean this up. Great. Were you a part of our DJ universe biopic?
Yes, I was. Who
was your pick?
Mine was
Keanu Reeves?
No, mine was Jason Mantzoukas. Jason
Okay.
Mantzoukas. Like, man, I'm trying to think of where he was in what is it? The League? Rafi from The League. That guy.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
God, that guy's
that's
great.
that's my pick. He's hilarious.
Okay.
And we both got quarantine beards. Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
So Helen, what we're doing is we're getting a biopic together, and in our biopic, who is playing you?
Ooh, probably Aubrey Plaza, because she.
Oh, great.
I would say that's a good choice.
That's a great choice, because I'm sure you're just as sarcastic as her too, huh?
Yeah. A lot of people think what's the girl from Broad City? They're like Abby or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Remind me at parties and stuff, but like really like the core, like the Coldplay loving core, I'm probably her.
I like it. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I will say I have seen Helen sometimes talk to DJs when they're having like a rough night, and I can tell she's being sorry, but they can't tell she's being sorry. She's like, no, you're doing great. Yeah, go ahead. You're killing it. And I'm just like, man, if she could have rolled her eyes during that, like, so
Wait.
Definitely Aubrey Plaza solid.
I do want to double click on that topic. Helen, I wanted to ask, we have a fuckload of DJs that listen every single week. I hope that anyone listening right now is a DJ, or else you're a fucking weirdo, and I don't know what it is. What is something...
That was aggressive.
Thanks for listening, though. Jeez.
Yeah. Are you okay?
No,
You good?
now the YouTube comments are going to be like, I'm not a DJ, and then our comments go up
Yeah.
again. That's social media 101. We're marketing over here. I wanted to ask, what is something an up-and-coming DJ can do to get on the radar? What's the best thing you can do to try to get your name out there and booked, like with you or with other venues, or what? Give us some advice.
Honestly, I think it's all about brand building. And, someone, and I hate to use a big like EDM star, like he's not too much a DJ, but the way that Grant does his brand building is the same way that I saw like Dylan Francis come up, where that's who he is at the core. He's comedy, he's building his stunts, he's embracing the things about him. Just embrace yourself, because you don't have to be some like high roller or, oh, I gotta do this for this. Like some of the most loved DJs, for instance, like you get captains of industry back in the day, like they embraced them. That was their whole thing, and that was their personality, and that's who they were. And so I think embracing yourself, finding like the really good things about yourself, and then blasting that. And just, but as far as promotion, I think that Twitter is actually one of the best ways to promote yourself. Just, there's so many promoters on there that sometimes just take interest because of your hot takes or your funny takes, and then they'll start to listen to you. I know that's kind of a weird thing, but just putting mixes out there. Twitch, I know that, having a standout Twitch, having a Twitch schedule, doing themed stuff, everybody's doing Twitch right now, but what can you do to make yourself stand out? And maybe it's not eating fish and milk and maybe you're freaking people out, but maybe you're someone like Four Color Zach who's doing antics and reaching out to the crowd and running contests and whatnot. Just whatever you do, do it 100%. If you're going to do a Twitch show, don't just show up in your whatever bedroom. Like, go in there, do overlays, do skins, reach out to your crowd, make emotes. Like, whatever you do, do it 200%.
Yeah, I think that's great advice. And I hate to bring up Four Color Zach again, but that is a perfect example because I feel like we talk about Zach every.
Yeah, we're like the capers for Zach.
Yeah.
We're like the biggest capers.
For sure.
Zach is really doing it. Zach is going to be on our podcast probably next month or the month after. He was kind of laying low a little bit, focusing on the Twitch stuff, but he is exactly a perfect example of that. What is your outlook as far as once things get back? Is there anything you're going to be implementing more with live streaming, or are you keeping anything with Twitch in like the next iteration of nightlife, or is it too early to project that?
No, it's actually, being in Alaska, I think Twitch and streaming really proved that you can do something from anywhere. And if you have as good of a brand and you can use social media marketing, that some of the ideas and parties and themed parties that we've done in Alaska, because the thing is that you have to realize is that we don't get entertainers as much as any other state. So we have to kind of rely on ourselves to making the themed party just super crafted. And we saw that a lot in the early days with like Steve Aoki and Tuesday, his different like Tuesday parties. And that was kind of when I was in my like late teens, early 20s, all of that was coming up. I don't remember all the theme parties in LA and whatnot. Yeah. So we didn't have DJs we could just fly up all the time. We just didn't have the budget. So what we started to do was come up with really interesting themed parties. Probably one of the best, like really unique ones that we've been doing lately is Slip Night, which is, sounds weird, but we grant DJs an entire new metal night, and it packs out. People love to hear Limp Bizkit, Jay-Z. Like
Nick hates this party.
Honestly, I'm in.
There's
part.
Rely on themes, and so my outlook for streaming is good because I feel like we can bring that weird Alaskanness that we have up here and blast it to the masses. But then as far as nightlife, we are booking for October. Our first concert on the books right now is September 20th, I want to say, confirmed. So we feel like, I've watched a lot of Dr. Fauci and watching the studies and being up on it. I feel confident in that date. We'll see. But I was not a promoter that did the unsafe, we're going to do it anyway, we're going to do concerts. We completely shut down. There were some promoters in Alaska that were throwing shows and underground parties, and I love that. You guys have seen the COVID DJs Instagram. Have you guys seen that yet? Oh man. Okay. Next time you're on Instagram, COVID DJs NYC, COVID DJs MIA, they're exposing all the DJs that are throwing underground parties in cities. It's bad. It's getting really bad and ugly. I kind of like it. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Because we're all out of work and we're all like in the same thing, and you guys are making it harder. You guys are the ones contributed to the spread. And so as long as we all can respect each other, I think that we'll see, late summer, early fall as a 100% opening. Do I feel like we'll have outdoor events that are safe? Yeah, I feel like we could probably have that even earlier in some areas. Like I know for sure Alaska, we can spread out and kind of have safe areas, but I feel good about the fall. That's really all I'll say. That's where I'm putting money at, is the fall.
Wow, great.
Definitely a hopeful take in some otherwise nightmare.
Strange and uncertain times.
Yeah.
But, you have to realize, like, the more you the more you think out of the box, the better you're going to survive when everything opens back up. Because the people that did it the same way and didn't innovate and didn't do the streams and didn't do podcasts, they're kind of gone. They're gone. you know, and unfortunately some of those bars and whatnot, they didn't get the relief they had. So there's going to be a few people that are standing in the end, and it's going to be the people that kind of innovate and think outside of the box right now. I think, personal opinion for sure.
Yeah.
I agree with that notion.
I don't think that's a hot take at all. I think that's very maintainable.
Absolutely. Helen, switching directions real quick. You're stranded on an island. One album to take. What album is that?
Purple Rain.
Oh, yes.
Solid
Nice.
one. Solid
I
one.
cut out. Did it say Coldplay?
It did sound like Coldplay, though. It did sound like.
So my favorite act of all time is the Talking Heads, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like I would be feeling a lot of deep emotions, which Purple Rain can serve. Not that Talking Heads doesn't do that, but it would just be there for happy and sad.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Fair. Travis, do you have something else?
What movies are you watching right now?
Oh,
Milk.
I thought was that
He's like, no, I was genuinely
what you're
asking.
trying to get? What movies are you watching right now? Because, for example, I watched Wonder Woman 84, very campy.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but very campy by design, very cheesy by design. Set in the 80s. 80s in America was very cheesy, campy. Period. So the movie was a homage to Richard Donner's Superman 1 and Superman 2. So very campy movies. Didn't quite hit the tune with a lot of people, but good movie that I did watch. Soul. Cried my eyes out in Soul. Phenomenal.
Yeah. We had a friend that we were gonna have like a Zoom party, and he was like, I can't get on, I'm too emotional from Soul. So I was like, wow, I'm gonna check this movie out.
It's a great
I literally had to take a call from someone right after I finished it last night, and my eyes were like all red, and they're like, what's wrong? What happened? And I'm like, I just watched Soul.
Right? There you go.
Fine. No.
Heavy shit.
Yeah.
Really fucking good. And
Yeah. It was
Very
great.
good.
I was talking to a friend of mine, and he was like, I thought Pixar already peaked, as we've all seen so many times where we're like, this is so fucking good.
Yeah.
This is the best
Yeah.
Pixar movie ever. This is. And we've been watching these Pixar movies a large majority of our lives. Some people have only seen Pixar movies their entire lives, which is funny.
That's wild. That's crazy.
So to see this I'm 33 now, and to watch this shit and be like, man, I think Pixar might have peaked. And you're like, no, in a couple of years, they're going to do it again.
Yeah.
Year, and it's just, to put this out during COVID is literally what the entire world needs right now.
Absolutely.
Something that's just going to cheer you up.
Absolutely.
And Helen, I think you're going to love it.
Yes.
You guys.
Yes.
I'm selling it so greatly.
Yeah.
I thought we sold it pretty well.
Yeah.
I'm doing the rewatch of The Sopranos with the Soprano podcast that came out with Michael Imperioli. So we're doing the episode and then the podcast. Anyway, we're going through
Nice.
that. So I was in Bob mood. So my last movie I watched was Donnie Brasco. So apparently I
classic.
can't knock the Bob
Classic.
mood right now. But classic movie for sure.
I think if there's a bingo check sheet of things you've done during COVID, I think that Sopranos rewatch or watch for the first time should be on there, along with The Wire. I think a lot of people watch
A lot of people watch The Wire for the first time, and
for the first time.
that were within the what would we say, calling the hip hop community, I guess you could call it. And we were shocked, remember?
It was a little alarming to see so many movers and shakers being like, I'm watching The Wire for the first time, and you just want to like dog them and be like,
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It's like, wait, you haven't gotten so many rap references. What?
Correct. Yes.
but that's how I feel. I feel that way about Lost. I'm like, oh, you haven't seen Lost? And then there's like millions of people that are like, I watched an episode, and I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, I think
Someone asked you The
What's
Wire versus Sopranos. If someone asked you The Wire versus Sopranos, could you pick? Or is it too? I mean, it's very different. But
It's easy for me.
you actually pick? It's easy for you.
It's easy for me. It's The Sopranos. I go back and watch that a lot more. The Wire's good, solid, but Sopranos just is closer to me.
Yeah, I'll go to Sopranos because HBO does not miss.
Yeah.
HBO does not miss.
I think it's a good watch, but it was so early, like to attack like mental health and whatnot, and we're feeling a lot of the same emotions that honestly Tony Soprano is going through in the whole show.
Yeah, actually, that's true.
So, it's interesting. It was cool to watch it. Definitely check out that podcast if you can with Michael Imperioli. It's really fun to hear, just because, you know, obviously James Gandolfini's no longer with us, but to hear like their backstage banter and whatnot.
I love the idea that James Gandolfini's just a Green Day head. That's so funny to me. I love it.
I've never seen
Dookie, not Dookie.
Never seen The Wire?
You've never seen The Wire?
Never.
Wait,
you would enjoy it. You would enjoy it.
I feel like it's so deep. Like, I get intimidated by shows that have been going on for so long that I'm like, I don't even want to start this. Like,
yeah.
So, but I've seen The Sopranos 2 times through.
Yeah. I can see that.
I guess I'd just choose The Sopranos.
Yeah. I feel that way about West Wing. I've never seen an episode of West Wing, and it just feels too intimidating to just jump in. I'm like, I don't know. Sometime.
My husband's huge Game of Thrones fan, and I was like, I can't. I'm sorry.
Love Game of Thrones. Just
Mandalorian though, this new Mandalorian, that's something current I've watched.
Okay, now we're talking.
Grant,
now we are talking. Now we are talking because I cried that last episode.
Right?
Hey, you actually saw Luke Skywalker in his prime. Spoilers.
Ooh, spoilers.
I haven't seen
What? No, it's
Spoilers.
been and by the time it comes out, it's be like 2 weeks into 2021.
Hey, yo, it's been out long enough. Y'all need to just go see it.
Grant, tell them your hot take. Tell them your hottest take.
This came out during my stream. Yeah, we got in a huge argument about this. So I have paid money to see Macklemore live, and I would do that again rather than pay money to see a Star Wars movie again. I've napped through 3 Star Wars movies, and the Macklemore show was great.
Travis has left. So far, you have offended 2 of the 3 and they've both walked out on this. All is left is
rather pay money to Macklemore than a Star Wars movie. I could maybe see episode 1. Like, if someone was like, you know, we're gonna go see episode 1, but also Macklemore, but then the problem is paying for the Macklemore ticket. I'd be like,
yeah.
No, you don't. Okay, I'm gonna go see the Star Wars then because I'm not gonna pay for it. But
yeah. So that's
you're willing to throw down money.
Yeah,
you almost had me. You almost had me, because I do feel like the Mandalorian is carrying the entire Star Wars franchise on his back.
Yeah,
and that's the thing.
But you lost me at Macklemore.
John
fucking
Favreau.
lost me at Macklemore.
John Favreau.
John
Favreau. Yes.
We've got.
Absolutely. John Favreau and Dave Filoni. Now that they have their hands on Star Wars, game over.
Yeah.
Right. I only wish they had it earlier, because aside from the original trilogy, the prequels were terrible. Rogue One.
My buddy Shane dragged me to go see Rogue One in the theater. I fell asleep through the whole thing. I woke up when Darth Vader showed up. I was like, oh, I know him.
Movie's over.
yeah, movie's done. Thank you.
Rogue One is beautiful. It's dark. It's like, it doesn't give you that satisfaction that
Force Awakens was all right. After that, though, like everything was terrible.
Yeah, not a Star Wars guy.
So what's that? 9 movies?
Yeah,
3 of them are good. 4 of them are good.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Their batting average. Yeah.
So the last two movies, I do admit that they were trash. And how are you going to do the only black character and have his lines go down to Rey?
Oh yeah.
Why was honestly? I don't even know why Finn is a character.
Yeah. That was trash.
But they basically wrote him off.
But Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni got it.
They did great. They should have had it from the jump, because the movie timeline is just awful.
Have you guys watched the behind the scenes with the directors? Because they have
the
like
gallery?
6 or 7 that help out and direct different episodes. It's fascinating, the whole behind the scenes.
Fabulous.
And it's funny too, because you'll see different people. Oh, it's saying my internet's unstable, but you'll see different people direct some of the episodes, and you're like, I don't like that director. But when you see his name, you're like, this is gonna be a fire episode.
I mean, you got Bryce Dallas Howard. She directs an episode.
Did she?
Yes. Rick Fuma, I can't even pronounce his last name. He directs an episode. Yeah, something like that. Peyton Reed, who directed the Ant-Man movies, he directs a couple episodes. Dave Filoni, of course, directed the one episode that's the samurai episode, and it's called The Jedi, and that episode brings everything together, man. So yeah.
I know I need to watch The Mandalorian. I'm so like, I think the problem is I watched the first Star Wars movie I ever saw. I saw when I was like 17, 18, and I wasn't a kid. I wasn't fascinated by it. I didn't have someone that loved it showing it to me. So I was just like, I don't get it. I'm not in it. So check
Mandalorian, cool. It's its own thing.
Yeah.
You'll love it.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like if someone was there to explain like why things were important, I was like, I don't get it. Who are these people?
Alone in an alley.
Yeah.
Okay, let's bring it back. We really nerded out for a second.
Yeah,
I love it, though. I'm with it. I am with it.
All right.
But Macklemore, though, I mean, no.
No. Macklemore and Milk. That's your take.
Yeah.
So you're really proud of your legacy.
Okay, let's take it to the last segment of the show here. This is where we leave it all on the line. It's a new segment we do called One Word. This is going to be for both of you guys. I'm going to alternate some questions back and forth because we haven't done this with Grant yet, and we need to. Let's start with actually both of you guys. Describe Alaska nightlife in one word.
Wild. Let's go with wild.
I'm going with raw.
that too.
In any way you want it.
Wild and raw. It's like a wrestling. It's like wrestling here.
Yeah.
Describe being a talent buyer in one word.
Ja Rule.
That's cool. Grant, describe the fish fillet in one word.
Fantastic.
Raw.
Raw.
Helen, describe DJ GRE in one word.
Raw.
It works. It works.
And Grant, your turn for revenge.
No, I'm gonna be nice. I'm taking the high road. Fantastic. She gets the description of a filet of fish. Fantastic.
Okay.
Wow.
That's high praise from me, all right?
I'm honored.
Let's end it with this. You guys will be the second episode of 2021, right behind DJ Craze and Spider Tech. So we will ask you guys this.
Oh.
Describe 2020 in one word.
Over. If it's coming out in 2021, I'll describe it. It's over. Done.
You can stick with raw.
Ja Rule.
Yeah.
Ja Rule.
Yeah.
Man.
Where's Ja?
Where's Ja?
Let everyone listening know where they can find you guys, what you're promoting on, what you're working right now. Anything else they need to know about you?
Helen, you want to go? You're...
Showonalaska.com. We won't have a show till fall, but you can follow me on Twitter At Hellen Killa for hot takes about Prince versus MJ and Grant's addiction to milk.
Yeah. And you can find out more information about my addiction to milk. Just search at one DJ GRE, all social media, or on my Twitch channel. And you can find me there eating filet of fishes and drinking milk.
Yes.
Naked or
yeah.
Before we wrap it up, we do need to talk about something regarding Twitch here. I hopped on your Twitch one night recently, and there was just the turntables were going, and there was no one on Twitch. So I'm wondering if there's something wrong with my computer, where he's gone, what's going on here.
So
is my friend sick? Should I call the police?
So I took a month off drinking. I didn't drink for like 36 days for the month of November. And then I do an R&B stream on Thursdays called Gray Boy TV. And to commemorate being done with the month, I did an episode called The Retox. And I bought myself a bottle of Cuervo and started taking shots, and it got a little out of hand. And what happened was I just shut my laptop down when I was done. And apparently that doesn't turn off OBS. So OBS just kept streaming. I got so many texts like, yo, bro, are you on? And I was like, what? I'm not. No, the computer's off. But OBS was apparently just streaming. So the next day at like 5 p.m., I was like, what is going on here? I opened my laptop and there's OBS. They're streaming away. I was like, God damn it. So the Retox did not go great.
I came into this Twitch channel. There was 19 people watching absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
And there was people chatting.
Yeah.
Somebody was like, "This is weird." I'm good.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I saw in there. I was like, "Is everything okay?" What's going on?
Yeah, it was. No, the Retox is not happening that often.
Yeah, as soon as I saw somebody say, "This is weird," even for me, man, and I was like, "Oh god!"
Oh gosh.
What's hilarious when you pop in? Like, I'll watch you pop in, and it'll be some like weird stuff going on. Grant might be pouring milk on himself. He gets weird, folks. Tune in.
Every single time I turn on your stream, that's how I found out about the SpongeBob track.
Oh yeah.
And I sent it to Nick.
Bro, I love that song. I showed everybody that song. I was like, my boy Gray found this SpongeBob soundtrack. It's great.
I've said that to so many fucking people, being like, yo, you need to go follow this guy on Twitch because this is an insane song that he found. I'm like, yeah. I just want the song. I'll see you later. And
Dude, if anybody listening, on Wednesdays I do a stream called Judgment Gray. So people always have trouble mispronouncing my DJ name, so I keep making puns with it. So Judgment Gray, like Judgment Day. So every Wednesday I find the top 5 tracks on Spotify, like new charts or whatever, and we just judge it as a group.
Head to head.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm basically ripping this podcast off in a live format.
I gotta go. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. I pissed off the final one. Yeah.
That'll be the cut. How this man has successfully made all 3 of the hosts walk
away.
One after.
Brett, for what it's worth, Helen got me.
Yeah. Oh. But yeah, no, this has been great. Thank you, Hellen, for coming on. Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you, Alaskan Connect. I love this.
Yeah, I'll be. Yeah.
We are definitely due for a visit to Alaska.
Yeah, we need to come up there soon. When this is all over. Yes. It's the only state I haven't been to.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the only state I haven't been to. So I'm itching to get up there. Yeah.
Ask DJ Evil One and the Tall Boy. It gets
Yes.
It's kind of weird, but yes, come up for the rawness.
Yes.
The raw wildness.
Yes. I'm only coming.
Wild raw.
I'm only coming up here when you book Ja Rule again. So.
Yeah.
We'll have you open.
Yes, please.
100%. Yeah.
I'm playing all Jodeci and Jay-Z. Let's go.
Yeah. All 50 Cent. He won't mind.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Yes, thank you.
We'll be back next week with Hotel Garuda. Very excited. This is our first dance music artist that we've had on the show. I believe it's our first dance music artist. Well, I mean, some of the other DJs definitely count, but Hotel Garuda is definitely someone that's fully in that, having toured with a lot of people in the EDM circuit, in the dance music circuit. No, but we're stoked for that. Thank you guys again. Everyone stay safe.
Real quick. Need to make a correction on my part. Calling You Were Right, Bombs Over Baghdad, Rage Against the Machine remix.
Cool.
Yeah, they'll get you. Good call.
Cut about you saying great remix from System of a Down. Great System of a Down remix.
You could edit me backing him up, saying you're right.
I think everybody backed me up with that, except for Colin.
I got a lot of editing to do.
It almost got to the point where Colin was backing me up. He was like, okay.
No. I'm with that girlfriend that goes, I just think it's funny that.
Yeah.
We're ending with that. Everyone take care. Peace, y'all.
Peace.
5 on 5. Let's go.
5 on 5.